Do you believe? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Do you believe? I don't know if I do. Do you believe? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Do you believe?
You believe?
I don't know if I do anymore. Do you believe? Let me know. When you get time.
2/3 of a "Do you believe" in San Antone. And let me say this: last night, Mo was hamming it up with people down in the bowels of the Frost Bank Center after the game. People stop, Mo, let me say hi to you. Let me touch your hand, like you're Spurs legend. Oh,
I mean,
man,
I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people.
I did not catch this person's name. He just said hi to me real quick. But as I'm waiting for Mo to stop fucking yapping with these people,
hobnobbing.
Guy walks up to me, says, "Big fan, and I just want to tell you, I do believe." And then walked off. Oh, listeners with credentials at the NBA Finals. If that was you, come say hi to me, and we can actually like introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Get the name.
Yeah, so I get your name because I was like, it was so quick, and I was like, I didn't get to like, credential check his name or anything like that. He didn't give me his name, so he just walked off. But he just wanted us to know, I do believe. That's great. Mm-hmm. That's great. It was not the guy that ran on the court.
That moron.
The internet, bro.
Hope he gets fully prosecuted. I'm just not here for that bullshit. He got a lifetime ban from NBA games, which like shit. But like,
and the person he was with, who also got a lifetime ban, and I hope they knew. I hope they knew that he was going to do this, because it's more of just like they're just
zero tolerance. We'll reevaluate in 30 years.
Yeah,
you're banned for minimum 30.
Extend it to everyone in his phone.
Yeah, your family is banned too. Fact.
Family
you ever
banned,
have a kid,
friends banned,
he's banned, or
coworkers.
You don't discriminate,
banned.
or they,
or they.
Everybody's banned.
That's right, or them.
Exactly.
Or
that's right.
Sick of the internet.
It's I'm watching. Can we also stop showing the video? Like I'm seeing it all over.
Usually they don't do that. Usually,
no. People are showing his video, the selfie video, just even that. Like you're right. They don't normally show that.
And they don't show when it's a streaker. Streaking is better, by the way, than just going to take a selfie.
I'm pro streaker. I'm anti-selfie.
At least you had some huevos there. You know what I'm saying? You got naked in front of thousands, if not millions, watching at home. But just to be on it, selfie, I'm taking a selfie. Oh, look at me. Yeah. I'm the first person to ever take a selfie.
I won't watch the video. I bet it's trash. I bet it's so.
I refuse. Yeah, it's not.
Loser.
Like, no interest in that.
It would have been two last night running on.
See, the football security don't play that shit. They would have speared his ass.
Yes.
Goldberg style.
It was pretty funny, Zach, because I don't think you were next to me. I was with one of our producers for the show we're doing here, X Live. And at the beginning, and they were doing when they outlined all the rules, and he looked at me and he said, "Mo, no running on the court." And I literally said to him, I go like, "No, this suit is like snaps. Like I'm planning to streak, and then this happens, and I'm like, oh shit, bro."
Nuts.
It was weird watching Mo cheer for every Spurs basket last night. But look, we got to get into the show. Time to dissect any of this behavior. We got to get into the show. Question number 1. Do you believe the Knicks' Game 1 victory stole the series? The Spurs and Knicks entered the fourth quarter tied up at 76 in a defensive slugfest. Then Jalen Brunson, battling through knee and ankle issues, found his shot, scored 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting to continue his absurd fourth quarter numbers this postseason. OG Anunoby also had 12 in the fourth as he kind of revived his game in that fourth quarter as the Knicks won their 12th straight game. 11th by double digits, I believe, in that streak. They would not score, or the Spurs made a valiant 9-0 run to take the lead 95-94 on a Wemby free throw with 2:16 left. Lockdown, clamps after that. Not a single point for the Spurs from that moment on. Karl-Anthony Towns just great game against Wemby on both ends of the court, maintaining aggression, fearlessness, very un-Chet-like. Dylan Harper, Julian Champagny, incredible first halves. I really didn't do anything in the second half. The winner in game one has won the NBA Finals 69% of the time. Nice. That's 55 out of 79. The Spurs now face a must-win game two on Friday night. So, Mo, did the Knicks steal the series like so many Knicks fans stole tickets out from under the San Antonio faithful?
I don't know if they stole the series. They stole game one. I think that is pretty obvious with the way they played. They got away with a brutal Jalen Brunson shooting game, but obviously came to life in the fourth quarter. Same for OG. Zach, you even made the comment. We're sitting next to each other when OG finally made a bucket. You're like, "Oh, welcome to the game." You know, like he had disappeared from both. Yeah, it was complete. It was like he was completely gone and then got going in the fourth quarter as well. Cat was freaking awesome, especially in the third quarter when he kind of kept them afloat and got them to the point where they could tie the ball game at the end of the third. I think they stole game one. I still think the Spurs have a chance to win the series. I think it's going to be a very long series.
Well, you mentioned this during that run where the Spurs were, I think it was 63-50 in the third, right? And Waz, I'm curious if you saw it this way, because we were in the building watching this, and it felt like Knicks were just dodging bullets. Like the Spurs were getting some decent shots up 13, weren't able to extend that lead. Knicks came back, and that was kind of the moment where I think it was like, oh, we've taken your best shot. Now we can kind of reestablish ourselves.
Yeah, I definitely felt like if the Spurs bumped it up to 18, they would basically be comfortable enough to get it done, whether the Knicks made a run or not. But it's not as if throughout the game, outside of honestly that very beginning stretch of the third quarter, that I didn't think the Knicks were getting decent stuff. Like some of the stuff, like the OG had this mid-ranger that he damn near airballed.
No, he airballed, not damn near. That shit, he missed it so bad, I had to sit for a second and go, did Wemby get that? Because that one missed by so short.
But again, he misses that. But like, I'm like, these are shots that not only has he been making all playoffs, he's been automatic on that. Like, get ran off the 3-point line, dribble into like he's been making that. He's been doing it at all three levels. Honestly, I was just like, the Knicks have been basically fine. You know, offensively, they missed a bunch of threes. Some of those were under duress. Some of them I thought were pretty damn good looks. And yeah, I thought if San Antonio could get this thing to 18, you know, they'd be fine. Conversely, I was like, if the Knicks get this within 8 to go into the fourth quarter, this is going to be a close game. Like the Knicks just straight up, at this point, you have to expect that they're going to play well in the fourth quarter. Yeah, like there's no denying that. That's just what they've been doing for so long now.
Also, just to kind of put a little bit on that too, like the Spurs did go on a run to take the lead towards the end of the, you know, like in the last few minutes. Like, sure, they fell apart after the Wemby free throw. But it's
I don't
like,
think I also don't think that was like their best. That wasn't them like, oh, we're established. That was like, oh, we're scrambling to get back to it. Whereas the third quarter, they should have been up 20 plus with the way that was, because you and I were going like, when is Mike Brown going to call a timeout?
Yeah,
right, and he just didn't.
No, I agree. They missed their opportunity in that third quarter run to really kind of put the pressure on the Knicks, and they just didn't come through with their offense. But I'm also just saying, but at the same time too, and even though if it's, you view it as they just scrambled to get back into this game and go on that run and take the 1-point lead, they also had a great De'Aaron Fox jumper right in the paint that would have tied the game at 97-97 after the Brunson three. Like, you can't ask for a better look with that. They just missed, right? And then everything else after that was bad. Right? Their offensive execution, their plans, Wemby had that bad turnover. Everything after that was bad. But like, it wasn't like they were completely run out in a way. Like, it's not like we watched Cleveland game one when they lost, and we all were just like, yo,
this is done. Over. No.
Yeah, I'm not looking at watching real basketball.
This is not Cleveland. We know that.
So it's like,
I just think, sorry, Mo, go ahead.
Well, I just think they have the Spurs know what they have to fix. And the biggest thing they have to fix more than anything else is the fucking offensive rebounds. That's the three that Brunson scored. Was off of that, right? That gave him the lead for good. Was off of an offensive rebound, which Brunson's the one who taps the ball out. Like, that's the area they have to fix because they got killed on the glass, on the offensive glass again against the Spurs. You know, they did that at the Cup. They've done it many times. That's the big issue for them.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I view it a little bit differently in terms of the Wemby comeback. If you watch it, it's just Wemby, like, give me the ball, get out the way from 30 feet. And he's doing that possession after possession. And he has to be the guy erasing everything on defense. So, like, by the time you get it within 2 minutes, yeah, bro, like, those drives are not going to be as potent. Like, he's not as sharp. He's not seeing the double, you know, as quickly and as sharply as he is before that because he's doing literally the hardest thing it is to do on offense, which is create from fucking 30 feet out against a really good set defense and just keep doing that possession after possession. As great as Wemby is already, he's not that yet. You know what I mean?
Well,
and so even if he does it in spurts, to actually do it over the long haul, to me, is too much.
To that point was he can do that from 30 feet out, but it can't be 10 dribbles to get into it. It's got, like, you see where the help is, go where it is. Like, you gotta just, like, get to the spot rather than, like, all right, let me get my bag and start, like, rocking it. Like, no, just go.
Well, he did. You know, he hung out with Jamal Crawford last summer. I don't know if you guys have heard that. Have you guys heard that yet?
Yeah.
Did you know that? Oh, he worked with Jamal Crawford last year.
We were there. We couldn't hear the broadcast. So
I saw him hit. I saw him hit Gobert with a sham god in the first season of his career. So I think he had it before. I think they got to clean up the boards. Like, that's definitely a disadvantage for them. I won't argue with that, but I don't know if they had 14 of their own offensive rebounds. Like, they were fine. You know, like they were to me, the issue was just shot selection. Like, shot selection in that game, like, that's where I think you saw some of the youth. And, like, that De'Aaron Fox look in the paint, we all thought that was going.
I thought he got great looks all game and just missed.
Well, this is the problem.
But he's been missing.
Well, I don't know that I would bring a Sacramento King into an NBA Finals fight and be like, that's, sorry, that was so unnecessary. That was so unnecessary. No, like, I think the Spurs showed their youth with the shot selection, right? Like, it was a lot of sloppiness in that, a lot of, all right, I guess we have to get into this shot rather than finding a better shot. And Mitch Johnson said it afterwards. He's like, we have 16 assists. We didn't play Spurs basketball. Like, none of this is Spurs offense, right? None of this is Spurs basketball. And I'm with them. Now, it's tough to do against the Knicks. And the Knicks are now, if you want to talk history repeating itself, but it's kind of in a mirrored way, 1999 San Antonio Spurs had a 12-game win streak in the postseason that extended into the finals and ended in the finals before they won the championship. This time the Knicks, now a 12-game win streak including the finals against the Spurs. It might be Knicks in 5. I don't know.
Look,
might be. We don't know. We haven't seen
to be honest, I just view it differently than Mo. I think the Knicks defense was great and could be even sharper. To be honest,
I'm not saying it wasn't great. I didn't say it wasn't.
No. I see it as like the Knicks weren't great either. Yeah, and they won this game. I think the Knicks can be much better in this series.
I think also I think so can the Spurs.
Yeah. No.
I think both teams can play better.
Yes, both teams can play better. I just think the Knicks, what they're achieving in their like first shot half court defense is replicable. I truly do. Because one, you see the confidence Carl has guarding Wemby, which is just mind numbing and blowing for a guy who we all agreed was a defensive beyond issue. Issue is being politically correct. He was fucking horrible. He was a complete idiot, basket case loser on defense.
1 month a year, he brings it defensively.
And this is the month, apparently.
You've been waiting for June. You've been waiting for June.
Dude,
he was doing it in May.
He was doing it in May too.
Yeah. All right. Well, you split it.
Half of May and half of June.
Half of June.
Exactly.
That's all
He
he was waiting for.
played a few games in May because they just kept sweeping everybody. So like, it's, they swept their way in. He's like, I still got some games left in me for this month of.
And the nastiest thing about it is like he's done this before against Jokic in the playoffs, where he was just like, no, just leave me on the island against the MVP. And I'll get stops. I
think people forget the number one fucking pick in a draft. Like,
yeah.
That's great. Cat is like, the potential is
the talent has never been deniable.
Yeah.
It's kind of just putting it out there on the floor.
It's been the most frustrating thing because we're all like, you can do this.
This is why, like, for years, people, Cat sucks, Cat's this, Cat's. I'm like, oh, man, he's pretty good. Like
it's insanely talented, and I think it could be argued he was the best player on the floor last night.
I think he was,
which is
Brunson took over, but Cat kept the minute, kept it from getting out of hand. Like, he was great.
And Cat's keeping Wemby honest on defense in a way that, let's face it, Chet Holmgren was just incapable of.
Well, he
shot blocked on one drive, and then the next time he gets the ball, he goes at him again and gets the layup.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, once a wolf, always a wolf. That was the Wolves' mentality in game one. They didn't do the rest of the series, but that was their mentality in game one. We're going right at them.
right. That was it. One game.
So we'll see if Cat does it in game two. He may have been. Yeah.
But I think Waz, you're right. The offensive looks are replicable. Jesus Christ. In the for the Knicks and what they can do. It's tough. I think the Spurs just played bad basketball in the half court with the way they played. Mitch Johnson said it with everything. Said it's got to be inside out.
They were like 0.85 points per possession in the half court, I think is the stat I saw.
And it's not like, I think they can play much better on what they were doing. And I mean, that's everybody too. It was like, Harper was really good. And I thought he was even in the second half, he had some plays. He had some plays in the second half. He had that reverse layup that was just nuts. Sick. I just think they need to find more of their system and their flow. And it's tough against a tough-ass defense. They also just went through a tough-ass defense in Oklahoma City as well. It's different, and now they have to kind of figure out what they're going to do with all that stuff. I just think it's a knee-jerk reaction to just be like, this thing's over. And that the Spurs have no answer.
No one's saying that.
But I think there's a lot of stuff where everybody's like, the Spurs have no answers for them. It's I just think they need to play better basketball.
You got to stop checking in with Skip Bayless. Like, you got, like, this is.
I'm sorry. He called this morning, Zach, and gave me all of this.
I was told Steph Curry's not a good shooter. Like, that's what you're doing right now. Like, that's none of that's happening. No one's saying this is over.
Look, it's not over, but goddamn, is this a must win for the Spurs, to be honest?
Absolutely.
Like, it's kind of crazy how quickly it flips from, Vegas is like the Spurs are pretty comfortable favorites. And, a lot of people just, you thought the Vegas line was a bad one?
I thought it should have been way closer.
Yeah,
it's watching what the Knicks had done. Like, I thought it was discrediting what the Knicks had done in the playoffs.
I don't know, but that makes me think like the actual like the smart money is on the Spurs. Like the betting,
it's gonna swing, and then that's
sharp
where
people
the
on the Spurs right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think I picked the Knicks to win the series. I didn't see anything last night to dissuade me because I just feel like they can guard these guys in a way that's just more honest than OKC. It felt like OKC was constantly scrambling in their Wemby coverage, and the Knicks, I think the Spurs' best action is pick and roll with Wemby, him diving to the basket, forcing guys to dig in, and then spraying out the shooters. But the Knicks are finding a way to we're dealing with this. And I think the Wemby one-on-one isolation stuff, I don't think that's their best bet. And to me, that's the key to the Knicks winning this.
I think everything's going to be about getting quicker shots, but not like rushing them, like getting into, you need 2 dribbles here instead of 4, right? Like, that's, to me, is the adjustment. I think that's the adjustment for Wemby too. Also, when Wemby's had a bad game in this postseason, Dude's a fucking
come back with a
monster
great
this
game.
Yeah,
the
so
next
I would
one, yeah.
expect him to bring it. It's will everyone else meet his level on the team, or will it not matter? Like, do you just need him? As he said, I just need to be normal. I don't even need to be good. Well, if he is good, is that enough to put them over the top in game 2? Like, that's going to be a question. I do want to shout out my favorite stat line of the night. 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, 0 turnovers, 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting. Josh Hart was a monster.
Yeah, he was.
A monster.
The way he was flying around for rebounds is crazy, bro.
Game. Yeah. Like that thing where like, oh, he hit 5-6 threes in this game. And that's not the Josh Hart game. This is a Josh Hart game.
Yeah.
This
like,
is the Josh Hart.
Like he was ripping rebounds away from Spurs players where they had the position. Like he was
got into foul trouble early too.
Yeah. And it was like, leave me in. We see like Rick Brunson. He got his third foul. Rick Brunson runs over to like, all right, get him out of the game. And they're like, no, he's staying on the guard. Rick's like, damn. And he like kicked a bottle he kicked something under the chair or something like that. Like it was great. Like
it was fun watching Rick Brunson kind of just slump over of like, ain't nobody listening to me. It was really,
hey man, listen.
And I'll say this. They took him out the next possession.
They left him in quick, and then they did take him out. Because I saw when he did his 2 hands like this. Yeah. And he's like, no, don't do it.
I'm good.
And I was like, all right, we'll give you 1 possession. And then, bro, you've been fouling like a motherfucker. And again, it's how Josh plays, so it's expected. But that game last night, some of these, like the offensive rebounds are huge, of course, but some of these defensive rebounds that he's just flying
against 2 Spurs players, like
from
just
the weak side to grab. Incredible stuff from Josh Hart.
He's a winner.
He's amazing. Like that's the thing that's so. Somebody was like the most underrated trade that the Knicks made was getting Josh Hart in all of this, right? Like it completed everything for them at this point. Like it's pretty impressive.
Do you believe the Thunder are still contenders? Sources close to the Do You Believe group chat revealed that the following messages were sent on Monday regarding the OKC Thunder. Quote, they're $25 million in the second apron. Next quote, they're going to have to lose at least 2 role players. Next quote, Lou Dort about to be in China. Next quote, Case and Wallace could get 30 a year, plus dude wants to start. Next quote, Chet is unplayable against their rival. Next quote, they need to get rid of Chet for nothing but picks to get them some relief. Next quote, they won't be contenders. Next quote, they're going the way of the Nuggets. That sounds like really smart analysis from a great-looking guy. Can Uber GM Sam Presti fix this roster snafu and get them back to the mountaintop? And should that solution involve turning Chet into Giannis Wosny Lambre?
I find the OKC discourse so gratifying because last summer I had to listen to all of our colleagues in the media predict 10 straight NBA finals for this team. They're obviously going to win the next 3 championships. Presti has so meticulously and expertly put this together, blah, 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 blah. To now, people like Zach Harper are saying they're the Denver Nuggets. So like,
Fast forward to Waz being in a room with Sam Presti going, SP, what's up, man? I love you.
You're the greatest GM we've ever seen.
Not even that. Like probably doing the worship thing.
You're better than Jerry West.
You're better than Jerry West, man. Yeah.
That's predictable. Everybody knows
that's you the logo now. They're going to make you the logo now, SP.
Everybody knows that's what would happen. But it's fun to be on the other side of this again, and I just don't think it's that serious. I think they definitely need to gear their roster towards beating the Spurs. Okay? That's what you need to do. However,
it would kind of be that if Chet wasn't afraid of
wins. They have the roster. Just
they got a good roster for it.
Not the execution of it, but they have like this.
I think there's a way to do this Presti thing and be like, oh, we didn't have J-Dub, we didn't have AJ Mitchell. We'll be fine. We were right there. We lost in 7 games. It was close. Like we didn't have an all-NBA player, all-star, our second best player, and we were down to the wire in 7 games in this series. that's the Presti way to look at it. I do think they should do something dramatic. See, that's where I'm at. I think they're still in contention, but I don't think it's let's make moves, nibble on the edges. I think they should do something dramatic.
Like what though? So like, are you saying make the move for Giannis?
I don't think Giannis is I'm not a Giannis guy.
So what's dramatic then?
Is it moving Jokic? Is it
Okay, so not realistic. Wait, so not realistic, but we're just going to go with trade for Wemby. Can't beat him. Trade for him.
Hold on. Relax. Jokic is extension eligible, which means he could make some grumblings in there. And if you basically say asset-wise, we got Chet, we got picks, we got everything except for J-Dub and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hey!
You think,
would the Denver Nuggets listen to that? Probably
no.
Hey, you know that team you've been battling in the division class? We exchanged some titles. Give us your best player. You could have the string bean who's afraid of Wemby.
Who, by the way, on a huge contract.
On a huge contract. Don't worry. You're probably worried about him leaving. No, McLovin is there for another 5 years.
What about picks and stuff like that? Can we talk you into picks?
Do they have the Wizards
so well
this
drafting.
year?
They've done so well drafting over the past few years.
Every time they draft somebody good, they trade him to the Jazz.
No,
it's Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert.
I'm just saying, I don't think, to be honest, I don't think it needs to be as dramatic as Giannis or Jokic, but I don't think it could just be a nibble on the side.
No, so I think one, they were always going to have to make some changes this offseason with everything about the second apron that was coming. Win the title, lose the title. That was always something everybody was well aware of, right?
You can be in the second apron for 1 year. You cannot be in it for multiple years.
Yeah, it's brutal, right? And so that's something they're already on top of in terms of, or they should be already on top of and have kind of a game plan of what they want to do. And then and in terms of making moves, I don't think Giannis is a good fit with Shai. I think Giannis is a very difficult fit really everywhere. Almost everywhere. There's certain places.
And the way OKC wants to handle their operation mode, which is tightly controlled and wound.
But what if
you don't bring Giannis into that, bro?
We don't know what the poly market is for
Giannis.
Kalshi. Sorry.
Don't. Somebody else is probably on poly market. But I think the moves that they can. Maybe it is everybody throws this guy's name in there, but Trey Murphy's the guy. Maybe they go try to use some of their assets that they have to try to turn him in.
I'm a big Trey Murphy dude. I think he could be the number 2 on a great team. I'm a big Trey Murphy guy. I think he's underutilized, underappreciated. I don't think that's the answer that's not fixing your problem against Wemby.
Well, I mean, it's the thing with Wemby is I don't know if there's a move you make that just fixes your problem against Wemby. I think you have to kind of look at what the Knicks did too. It was spread the floor out. They needed more shooters on the floor. I think also
part of it is don't tie up $40 to $50 million a year in a guy who's afraid of him.
Well, that's definitely a problem. That's definitely a huge problem. Right?
He's Chet's good. He's young. He just had an all NBA season, all defensive season, defensive player runner up. He's got to go.
He took 2 shots in a game 7.
Yeah, bro. No, it's for sure.
I'm not defending $50 million a year.
And I'm pretty sure 0 of them came after he got dunked on. He just checked out, and he was checked out all but 1 game in the series. He can't be there if your goal is to beat the Spurs.
Maybe he gets better.
It's just a figuring out of
shoot him up some PCP so he has some courage. What are you talking about?
It's nuts to watch Cat and see the contrast of just a guy who's yo, if I'm open, I'm gonna shoot it. If they press up on me, I'm gonna drive it.
I almost think Cat is so unaware of himself in a situation. Defender. It's just another game where Chet's so aware. Chet's too online, right?
Fair.
Where
this is a Chet. This is a me matchup right now.
Yeah, I think Cat is so in his character of what he thinks he's supposed to be for the media, whereas Chet's just this is what I think I need to be one of the guys. and it's two very different personalities, right? But yet, like, I mean, unless like Chet has to go through a major psychological change on
So you don't think OKC, with all of their horses healthy next year, have a chance against the Spurs? Just
I think they do. Fully healthy, I think they have
how
a chance
injured are
against
the Spurs?
Both teams healthy. I think it's still a 7-game series. I think it's still a toss-up. I think it's still because
Zach said nah.
But like, here's the thing too for me, and this is actually where I blame Oklahoma City, the Thunder in general, is like they also never developed Chet's game beyond like just spot up shooter and drive, right? And that's it. They never really added
work.
When Jalen was out this year,
Chet was great, but he wasn't doing like. But a lot of it wasn't like, all right, Chet has some sort of package. Let's put Chet at the elbow. Let's run Chet stuff through Chet in the high post and things like that. He was feasting off of everything else that was provided to him. Wasn't him providing for many others.
I see what you're saying. This is a Shea problem.
Yeah, trade him. That's who they need to trade, Zach. Trade him. Trade him to Denver.
Let me ask this question. I'm gonna ask a potentially really dumb question, but I wonder if there is a tie-in. When you are around a dude who it is so much dribble, shoot. We saw it with James Harden, right? We see it with Luka, see it with Russ. Shea's better, but is there part of it where you can kind of see there's too much standing around for some of these teammates? And there needs to be more movement. They do get bogged down at times, and it's just.
Can we be honest about even their offense last year when they won the championship? It really wasn't a good offense.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that was always my thing with them. It's like their offense isn't that great. They're just so good defensively. They fuck everybody up. And then they get by offensively with what they have, with Shea creating everything. I mean, they damn near lost to Indiana. It was game 4. It wasn't until they made that late switch of running the pick and roll with Jalen Williams and SGA, right? Like that was their big move, but they don't really run a great offense. Like their setup, Dagnall has good stuff. We've seen him when he runs set plays. It's great stuff, but they don't have a system that makes anything that much better.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if you have to change things a little bit, or if it's just this is what it is with the.
What are they going to do with Kayson Wallace?
Well, you got one more year. He's extension eligible. He is going to get paid. He is going to get paid. He is one of the 10 best defenders in the league. He's a 40% 3-point shooter. He's super athletic.
He's not much of a playmaker. With the ball in his hand, though.
Yeah, he's not much of a playmaker.
Playmaker, but he'll put it on the deck and get to the basket.
Yeah. And this is I genuinely think this is a dude to get 25, 30 a year. One, because he's worth it, but two, it will be let's get him the fuck away from OKC.
Bro, I think if you're a team and you're like Jalen Green got $33 million based on offensive potential, and Christian Brown, Dyson Daniels get 25 a year because of their defensive potential, this guy's combining both. I can justify 35. No.
Just kidding.
But 35 million? That's more than justifiable.
That's where all the problems come in for them with the aprons and the cap and having to figure this stuff out. They'll have contract negotiations for the extension this year. Odds are they're going to be really far apart with all that stuff.
I don't know.
It's really interesting.
Remember, these guys are tight knit. They're going to want to stay together.
All of that chatter this depth.
Well, that was a great thing. They're like, we want to be. He's like, I love OKC.
I'm worried about getting better. That's all I care about.
I'm worried about getting better. That means
I'm improving my game. I'm making myself more attractive to new suitors because again. If Christian Brown and Dyson Daniels are $25 million a year, we'll see what the Amen Thompson number is, Asar Thompson number is.
Yeah.
Which, I'm sorry, Kayson Wallace is better than those dudes in the playoffs.
Well, he straight, on multiple possessions, just took the ball. He did the Kawhi, just took the ball out of people's hands.
You can't just treat him like he's Tony Allen, they do to the Thompson twins.
Yeah. Game 4, he was a monster in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he was.
He damn near helped them win that game. He was great.
We all agree on the value. I think it's just what
it's just the Thunder are fucked.
The Thunder have to deal, right? Like this is one of those things. Like you drafted so fucking well, and developed some of these guys so well. You fucked yourself.
But this is also the problem too. Is the thought is, well, they have all these draft picks. They can just go get people and replace them. You can, but you need we're talking deep playoff ready young personnel. It's not just a guarantee you're going to do that, right? I would say it's like analogous to the Miami Heat in Amin and I would question this all the time. Like, why are you paying Dion Waiters? Why are you paying Hassan Whiteside? Why are you paying these dudes? Just go find other dudes, because that's the value, is you find these gems on these super cheap contracts, which is true. But
they're not going to find another case on Wallace
until you find the guy. You're fucked. Like you have to find that guy and develop the guy, and that isn't just okay. He's on our team in our uniform now. Now he's good. You have to develop that.
But what do you think the play is here, Zach? Is it?
They're $25 million into the second apron. They can be in the second apron next season.
I'm to Kason specifically. Is it he's on his rookie deal? He'll hit restricted in 27.
I bet they offer. This is just me guessing. This is no reporting. I bet they offer him somewhere in that Lou Dort range, which was 85 over 5. And if I'm Kason Wallace and his I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
85 over 5.
This is also why Wallace is kind of screwed. It's restricted free agency, right? So it's like at also a degree of they can be like, all right, you're not going to take that.
No, but you also know, but if they say that, you cannot risk losing him for nothing, because you don't have to do a sign. He doesn't have to allow you to sign a trade. And then if there's no one out there, then he says, okay, I'll am now taking the qualifying offer. Now you cannot trade me unless I allow it.
He takes Grimes or the what's the scrub kid from Brooklyn?
Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas.
Don't do that to Cam Thomas. Two teams, Wosny, released him so they could tank. You be respectful.
I would say
teams have released him so they could tank.
So let me ask you guys this question: if they don't come to an extension agreement?
That's what I'm saying.
Do they trade him at the deadline
this summer?
At the deadline? No, at the deadline.
At the deadline.
By the deadline, yes.
So he's not on the team by the next playoff run.
I think so.
Damn.
That's the tough decision that they're in.
Crazy.
That's the challenge that they're
trying to win a championship.
But that's what also the second apron does, right? Like it
I told you, they're the Nuggets now.
They're the Nuggets.
I don't know if I believe that, but it's so fun to say.
It's just fun to think about it.
It's a fun accusation to make.
You do not believe that. That just seems crazy that this kid who, again, it's so obvious his value. It's just obviously there. There's not a team with serious to moderate aspirations who he's not going to get a ton of minutes for.
Yeah.
In the entire NBA.
May said in the chat the Nuggets were like the 5th or 6th best team in the league. LOL. Yeah, you know who was the top 4 team this year? The Cavs.
Oh, God.
That's just product of conferences.
The Thunder are essentially the Cleveland Cavaliers of the world. That one felt crazy.
You need to go take a shower. That one felt dirty right there. That one's out.
Yeah, I need to eat something. I need some coffee. I need to sleep. I'm out of here. That's going to do it for us. Check out No Foul's going to check out the NBA X live show 2 hours before tip-off time with myself, Mo Dakhil, Alexis Morgan, only on X, and make sure you check out.
I like the suits. I like that they got y'all cleaned up in suits, man. Now we got to get y'all some ties.
It was hot. I wore a tie. What are you talking about?
Oh, you wore a tie. Zach Harper didn't wear a tie.
No, man. I'm chasing kid out here, baby. I don't wear ties. Ties wear me. I don't know what that means either. I need to get some sleep. I'm out. All right.
Now he's going BDSM. Jesus Christ.